This is a resume of a managing director / regional sales director. So you may be wondering, why is it cut off? And the answer to that is this person put their full address, phone number, and name on the left side. So this is the most I can show without completely doxing them. So sorry. And if you like this kind of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. So what we're going to be looking for is specifically a proven track record of success, how you succeeded, sales, and that kind of stuff. That you've built and maintained relationships with C-level executives and key decision makers, stakeholders, and customers. The industry specific, which again, this is going to determine, like if you're in healthcare, you're going to want healthcare stuff. If you're in biopharma, you want biopharma. If you're in IT, maybe SaaS, SaaS kind of thing. So, and then B2C, B2B, which is business to customer, business to business, Outlook, Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. And yes, those are needed. There was a job that paid 175 to 200K, and it required that. So those are going to be needed. This person has not started applying yet, so we don't know the ratio. They were just about to. So the first thing I can say is this resume format is awful. There is so much here, and none of it is helpful. I know why. Is because I bet, and I'm going to bet, that you are a very good salesman. And you are assuming that the resume, just like sales, is how you get your foot in the door, is how you do something flashy and fancy to showcase your skills. And I'm going to tell you that is wrong. Some of the worst resumes I've seen are people that are good at their job at marketing and essentially UI design. Is because the resume needs to be boring. I'm sorry. This is a nightmare to search. I cannot find anything I need here at all. I just can't. Achieve 20% inventory reduction by liquidating stock. Cool. I don't know enough. I can scroll down to your actual experience, which is on the second page, which is not good, which is strategically comprehension drive sales. Yeah, this will get immediately rejected by everything. No one's going to go here, which is yeah, even this is not good. So you need to just burn the whole resume and start again. What I want it to see is like this. This is boring. I get it. This is how you get a job. All right? This is how I want your resume. Education up top, maybe a PMP cert or whatever down here, then your work history, and then you start with this. And then the first one needs to be a summary. But this resume that I'm looking at right now fails on everything. The bullet points are bad, the formatting's bad, and everything is wrong. This is not how you write a resume. So remember, just trash it. Go to my website, redo it like this. All right, this is how I want to see it. I want to see a summary of your duties under each company. Then I want to see the keywords, which is what, which is a keyword or qualification, which in this case are those up top. Then I want to see how you used it and the result of it. Like I don't even know what industry you are. Yeah, I don't even know what industry you are. I guess your ERP here is some kind of software industry, but then you have, yeah, none of this would work. I can't review this because the formatting is so awful that I can't even find the bullet points, which are also bad. So don't do this. Make it boring, make it simple, make it clean. The easier to read your resume is, the better. This is peak resume to recruiters. We want to see it like this. When you go to the interview, you can show how much of a cool person you are, and then you can show off and all that stuff. But I need this basic stuff. I can't even tell what you do. I don't know what you've sold. Let's see. Education is in the middle of there, and I can't go higher than this. Double digit. Cool. What double digit growth targets? Someone could assume, and this is going to be dumb, someone could assume this means you made like $20, not percentages. Also, the difference between 10% and 98% is massive. So nothing on this resume works, unfortunately. You're going to have to trash the whole thing, make it simple, make it clean, make it basic. I want you to think of your resume not as a marketing tool. If it's a marketing tool, you will fail. I want you to think of it like a government form. All right? I need the information. I got to parse it quickly. This is how it does. All right. So please use this format because this is not working. And I know you haven't started yet, but I can't see a recruiter moving forward with this. So yeah, that's my vote for this. This is an empathetic no. I cannot move forward. Let's go to the next resume. This is a resume of a data scientist. They also said they wanted a job as a data analyst and potentially a machine learning engineer, but I will tell you, these are the keywords for a data scientist. Those keywords are going to be different than a data analyst. There's a lot of overlap, but these are the, like, look, you can even, I'm going to go back and forth real quick, but that's the difference. So right now we're really only going to focus on data scientist, but data analyst would have a different set of keywords, yet alone an ML engineer. So this person, they're trying to get their first job after college, and they are questioning having their grad year on it. Yeah, that's fine. You just graduated. It's fine. You can put 2024. I think that's fine. I don't know if you need to say May or not. And then this is their first job. They actually have a ratio of 1:75, which I will say is not bad. That's actually pretty good for an entry level. Like I normally say that's like a C minus. I think that's like a C, because getting your first job is always going to be your toughest search. Really, it really is. So let's look to see if we can find these for a data scientist position, and let's go. Again, I would, if you are a U.S. citizen or green card holder, put it here, and then you could put city and state there. This does not need to be bolded. This should be in 2 lines. I think you can fit this on 2 lines. Everything here should be in 2 lines. You do want to keep the honors. You do want to keep the minor. Project changed a YOLO. I hate IT terms. Changed a YOLO version 5 object detection model to identify and classify brain tumors and MRI scan images. Processed an anointed data set is good. But yeah, sorry, I forgot to say the keywords. It's going to be R, Python, SQL, Cloud, Machine Learning, Pandas, NumPy, Skitlearn, Modeling, Hypothesis Testing, Experimental Design, Visualization Tools, Complex Technical Topics to non-stakeholders. This actually seems like it has so far more of a data scientist than a data analyst than a data scientist. But so I don't see a ton. Modeling predicted tumor. See, this I think is fine. This should be fixed. I feel like this should be in the top one. But I also, again, I really need some of the basic stuff here. What did you use it in? Design and development in TensorFlow and PyTorch. That's good. Which actually, wait, was that really more the data analyst? TensorFlow, PyTorch? No. Okay. That's fine. That Pandas, NumPy, Skitlearn, those count. Okay. Built neural networks from NumPy, good. Performance, Python, SQL, NBA. Wait, NBA. Oh yeah, NBA player statistics. Okay, but this does use it. Honestly, your biggest issue is this doesn't really tell me much. NFI keywords such as leading into a 3-point field game. So yeah, there's a couple of essentially redundant sentences that I don't need because these are what I'm looking for. Now I will say in the first half of the resume, which is good, is I did find NumPy, I did find Python, and I did find SQL, which I think should actually probably be here. And I found a little bit of AI, and did I find data visualization? Yeah, because it just says it right here, which is fine. So there's some good ones, and I can see why you're moving forward. Okay, here it is. Yeah, going to first place. That's fine. Organized teams, collaborated, Python, R, SQL. I'm just missing some of these. I'm missing more modeling. Like, right? I'm saying modeling. I see model. Okay, that counts. I'm missing the visualization tools themselves, like Tableau. Because you say you did it here, but you didn't tell me how. I really do want to see Tableau, Hadoop, Spark, Cassandra. I want to see... Sorry, my dog is tearing up my green screen for some reason. Bear, what are you doing? Stop. I want to see hypothesis testing, experimental design. Overall, like I said, I can see why you're moving forward. You're just missing a couple of stuff, right? Especially because in this, I really don't see much I need. And I really want your first project to showcase everything. Like, if anything, I think you should move this to the bottom because this is actually one of your more impressive ones, and then keep this here for the AI. So yeah, I'm just look, I'm missing this stuff in here. Actually, you cannot see it because I'm missing your skill section in the bullet points. Skill sections don't really matter as much. So minor formatting issues, which they are minor. This is still very legible because remember, formatting is degrees of bad and bullet points are worse typically than formatting. So I can see you have a couple. I just need more keywords. And truthfully, what I would do is I would sort of make a data scientist and a data analyst resume, and because they're slightly, like I said, different keywords. So overall, I think this is a C. And I am actually think I'm correct in why this is a C as well. So, but I think we can move this up to a B+, which will get you more because it's still hard to get your first job after college. That's always a nightmare. So let's move on to the next resume. This is for a quantitative analyst. So hard for me to say. So what we're going to be looking for is Python, Pandas, Rust, maybe C as well, or C#, C++. Quantitative, just the word. Mathematical, like Adventure Time. Finance, the word finance. SQL, Power BI. Cloud, Excel, and trading. So I believe those are the ones we're looking for. Again, not really done any quantitative analyst positions, so they have their ratio is 100-1, which is not good. They say they're trying to break into quant, so that sort of makes sense because they're a junior developer that's trying to break into it. So let's see if they at least meet some of the things. I cannot speak. Quantitative is such a hard word to say, and it throws me off. So formatting wise, this is kind of all over the place, which I do not like. So it's almost my format, but it has these lines here under like education and experience, which makes it harder to read. And especially if you're doing a very, very keyword based resume, you want it to be clear. So please use my formatting. There's a reason I have it. But let's look at the actual stuff. So Python is one, C++ is one, Azure is good. Ensuring robust performance, automated website testing, that's fine. If improve efficiency, I don't care about. Optimize SQL, okay. Migrated to enhancing. Developed a MATLAB, biometric improvement scanner, finance. Okay, so again, this is a fine developer resume, but I'm missing the math. I'm missing the mathematical stuff, right? Like this is a high math-based, finance-based resume that you need, and I don't see that. It's also very hard to read because everything is so crunched up together. Like there's a reason there's spaces between this. This is hard to read. But AutoCAD algorithm, okay. See, normally you want your work experience above the projects, but I'm going to assume that you're not knowledgeable about quant and you've done the projects with it. So see sporting book, it's a second military regular training. Yeah, this is a case where you want your education, you want your experience below the projects because your projects are actually the ones that really show it. This is masters. This could fit into 2 lines, I think. You still do want, yeah, I think this could fit into 2 lines. So an applicant side ATS. You made an ATS. I was not expecting to see that. All right. Jobs React Python Go, leverage locate Python, AS automation. Again, my issue with this. Okay, here's what this certificate should be up top. In fact, I think this should be you need your cert above this, so this should be 3 lines, and your cert should be at the very top of it, because you're trying to transition into a different industry slightly, and what we are looking for here is going to be this stuff. So the quantitative certificate is going to help. It's very likely that people are not going to go all the way down here to even see this. So this cert, just this alone, should be up top over here above this. This should be in 3 lines. The first one should be the quant cert. Then it should be the University of Warwick and Masters of Engineering. Then it should be the mathematics one. Then you need to switch the projects. And here's also my issue with this is the only thing I really found for a project is here. The only thing I was looking for is enhancing market and analysis accuracy. So, and trading systems, because what they want is trading. I know you're trying to switch, so you're going to be light on it, but we really do need more on the finance math side, right? Like it's good to have the Python. It's good to have the cloud, which you have. It's good to have the SQL, the Power BI. but I need Excel because this is more of a math-based thing, and it's more for finance institutions-ish. So where's like actuarial stuff or, anything like that? I'm missing the math. This would pass as a software developer, although the formatting's off, but you're not looking for that type of position. So I don't think I could move forward with you. If I could, it's specifically because this certification, which I know is getting a little bit cut off. But yeah, that's where I really need it, is I need to see that one. And it's okay to put the projects ahead of experience if you're looking to transition one. So could I move forward with this? I'm going to lean towards no, but I haven't really recruited for any quantitative analyst positions before. So maybe I can move forward specifically because you have the cert, but I cannot guarantee it. So that's all I can do for this one. It's a formatting issue and a bullet point issue. Yeah, that's all I can say is I'm missing the quant stuff. And it's a formatting issue. So let's move to the next resume. This is for an administrative assistant. So what we're going to be looking for as an admin assistant is MS Office. This includes Word, Excel, also maybe Google Suites can be the same, PDFs, that kind of thing, Outlook. Then we're going to be looking for Zoom, Teams, customer service. Multitasking is huge. Time management is also huge, which kind of goes together with multitasking. Works well under pressure. And this is the last one is going to be sort of specifically to like executive assistants, is going to be scheduling and travel management and calendar management. So let's look to see if this meets it. So I think the formatting is, again, I think the formatting can be a little bit better here, but it's not huge because, again, this is easy to read. You do know professional experience, everything else. So there's like too much bolding, but that's fine. Registration. This should be italicized to get. This should be one and italicized, but it should be italicized. But conducted registration workflows on brand new and established patient using Epic healthcare software, adding a 5-minute turnaround time for completion. Perfect. Let's say what I would like is a little bit more. This is a good sentence, I want to be clear, but I want a little bit more. Conducted registration workflows on brand new and established patients, which included documenting their X, Y, and Z. So like a phone number, social, extra, using Epic. That's the only thing I want is what that included, because that's a good way to shoot in like that you've intaked information. Corrected conflicts with patient data using Microsoft Office. Perfect. And maintain a 95% or better accuracy score. Good. You know what? You may just want to put above 95% accuracy score. No, ad. Go away, ad. Sorry. So use Cisco WebEx telephone to make and receive phone calls with patients, insurance company, its colleagues, spanning 45 consultation. Verified insurance using one source database as well as insurance. Collaborated with documents to trouble issues. This is solid. Ran bi-weekly, monthly call to control points to confirm. Okay, so this is solid. What I am missing, this should be up. This should be like your third bullet point, by the way. What I am missing a little bit is customer service, right? A huge thing. As an admin assistant, you are probably going to be one of the first people that the customer sees, or client, or whatever. So I do need to know a little bit more about that, a little bit more about the customer service, but otherwise this is solid. So then we can do this, which is used internal management to process inbound inmates, process all coming bail using acronym-based database. Okay, sworn on inmate person. This should be probably a little higher. Verified and updated inmate data. Perfect. Conducted jury orientation. So yeah, I want a little bit more about multitasking, which this doesn't necessarily read that you've multitasked a lot, but I think you're really only missing multitasking and customer service. And then if specifically you're going for executive assistants, then we do want something of the scheduling and travel management and calendar management. Although again, this is really only for executive level or like legal people. If you're not executive level, the scheduling is not as important. So yeah, overall solid. I need to see customer service and multitasking, but it's much better than the last one, and I remember that. So yeah, I just need to see, and this is why, like, conducted registering works with brand new established patients. You could even put here, like, via the phone. Let's see, use customer. I just need a little bit more, and I'm not really sure where to add it. I know that's not helpful, but I am missing, and I think people in the chat can say, there's a little bit about multitasking, but I really do need more about customer service and multitasking. So, like, even here, you could add it, right, is conducted registration workflows on new, on new and established patients, where I took down their information, input into the system, kept them engaged through customer service, and blank, averaging a 5-minute turnaround for completion. That kind of thing. So I think you could really just do it here, which I just need a little bit more there. So, in fact, I think that probably is your sentence. So yeah, a little bit more customer service, a little bit fixing up of the formatting, and a little bit more of the multitasking, and I think you're gold. So that is probably it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. People in my chat are also commenting, so I'm trying to read that as well, but I think that's good. This will pass more. We need a little bit more, which is the multitasking and the customer service, but overall, this is much, much better than your last one. So let's go to the next resume. This is a resume of a software engineer intern. So what we're going to be looking for as a software engineer intern is that. Basic knowledge of the tech stack. We're really talking about primary language, a library, SQL, cloud, maybe API. That's kind of really all we're going to be looking for, at least if it's a bachelor's intern. And then we're going to be looking for the ability to work well with others or takes direction and criticism, which if you have previous internship experience, those can actually kind of count. So this person said they have applied to 20 to 25 internships from October to December, which is the worst jobs of the year. There's like nothing during that time of the year. And then they also rewrote it and applied to another 30 using their new resume. So I will say, you're going to probably have to apply to a lot. You're really going to have to apply to like 40, 50 jobs a week. Internships are competitive and you need to be early and quick. It is actually a nightmare to get an internship. So let's see if you have these things at least. And, you know, that way you have a better shot. So California State University, this is too long. You should really be able to fit this into probably one line, truthfully. Keep the GPA and the dean's list. I'd say 2 lines because you can keep the dean's list. That's good. So 2 lines max. Then we have promoted data analyst. So work on meta analyst to be submitted to neuroscience program. Taught Java. Okay, this is solid, which is taught Java to 15 students 3 times a week. Inspected, debug Java. Okay. Collaborated with research. Yeah, these are not good bullet points. Here's my problem. I have to go all the way down here. Here we go. All the way down here to find good bullet points. So hold on a second. If you want to see a star internship, let's ignore the sound real quick. The star internship is in one of the videos I posted. I think you will definitely want. It's the one with Adam Smasher. So I'm gonna pull that up for you real quick so I can like show you what it looks like because I don't have it on hand. But it is episode 68 of this. Has phenomenal bullet points. So it's Adam Smasher of episode 68. I would recommend you do that because these bullet points are not great. They're kind of anemic. Which again, I think I'm using that word right. They're not a lot, right? Like I need to see the what, which is your keyword and qualification. I need to see the how, which is how you used it. I need to see the why. And right now, I can see the what here, the what here, the what here, and nothing else really. I don't see the how or the why. And again, I also need to show that you've worked well with others, which I think this is okay, but we're not looking for leadership. We're looking for someone to say, hey, I'm going to call you Bob. Hey, Bob, your code is bad. Here's how you fix it. And they want to make sure that you won't go like, Hulk mode and flip the table. So that's what they really want to know. This is fine. Like this is actually a good bullet point for that, which is work with the team to facilitate the sale of dozens of properties. But I need more. How did you work with him? Did you talk about, did they critique you? Did they say, yo, how you doing? I don't know. But yeah, I need more. I don't think this resume would fly. I mean, this is truthfully very solid. Like, I actually really do like this, although admittedly I'm missing the primary languages. So, maybe you did it with just Node, but I also need to see JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and TypeScript. So, this resume would probably not fly. I don't think you're going to get a lot of stuff with this. Your bullet points are the main issue. So look at episode 68 for Adam Smasher's resume. That is how you write some phenomenal bullet points for interns. I think that was for internships, but again, I need more. I need the what, the how, and the why. And I don't have that. You just said Java. You just said CI/CD, RESTful API, and Node. And that's kind of it. And I do need more. I actually need more of the coding stuff from that. And I need how you work together and took criticism. I need you to expand on it, right? That's what I need. I need a little bit more. The competition is fierce. So, and you're going to need more than just 20, 30 resumes. You're going to need to do more than that per week. It is competitive. Very, very, very competitive. So, that is all I can say on this resume. Let's move on to the next one. This is a resume of a backend engineer. Are they Python? Are they Java? I don't know. And they did not tell me. What they did say is they are interested in backend engineering, site reliability, DevOps roles, which you're going to need a separate resume for each of those. And they applied to less than 15 jobs with 0 interviews. That does not shock me in IT market. But they updated the resume to follow my template, and I haven't applied with this one yet. Okay, so, couple of things. This is not completely my template yet. I do not have a skills section, and there is a reason for that. The rest of this is basically my template, which I'm actually double checking. I think there's slight differences here, which I think people may be able to determine. I'm not sure if the font is the same or not, but there are more spaces in mine. So, and I think you can even see the difference between this, which is mine, and this, which is a little too crowded. So maybe the font's off, but that's minor. You could still read stuff. So what I'm going to be looking for in a engineer backend role specifically is what kind of engineer you are. I should be able to tell off the top of my head if you're front end, back end. Well, sorry, not obviously you said backend. If you're a Python, Java, or C engineer. So Java, Spring Boot, Kotlin. Okay, Java. That's good. This should be Java, which does mean if we're using a Java engineer, do I have this saved? These are actually going to be the qualifications. So SQL and Cloud are still there. So if this is really a Java, these are going to be the qualifications up here. So developed and optimized. Again, skill sections are largely not relevant. That's why I don't have them in my resume format. Software engineer, company states, date, I don't know how long you've been there. Developed and optimized mission critical microservices using Java, Kotlin, and Cassandra. I'd like a little bit more explanation, but overall that's solid. Tells me enough about it. Built and maintained CID, perfect, with automated testing, Sonar Cube, vulnerability scans, deployments, leverage. I hate the word leverage. Jenkins. Is Jenkins one? No. Jenkins could be one, I think. Cloud Foundry and Splunk. Those aren't really it. Led the development of a REST API. That's good, with Java and MongoDB. To blank. That's also good. The only thing I'm missing here, which is up here, is AI. This is a bonus. Not everything needs AI. It's just a bonus to have. So is the full stack. But let's see if I have Apache. I do not have Apache. Let's see if I have Selenium. I do not. Anything SQL. Only there, so that's not good. Cloud, I do see down below, which is there, which is AWS, and right here. Which I can see, so this actually seems more like a front-end one. This one's okay. I think this resume is okay. You are missing SQL, which isn't great, but you do have the rest of the keywords. I think the skills section is potentially hurting you, and you do need cloud up top a little bit more if we can. And this sentence can be lower because the ones I saw didn't really have that. So yeah, and then this, I don't know if this is needed. Again, not necessarily for a software engineer, but overall this is okay. I can definitely see this passing. Having done Java positions before, this would mostly pass. I really am looking for more SQL and cloud though, so if you can add some more SQL and cloud to something up here, that would be much better. And I really do think your skills section may be actually taking away from it than anything. But otherwise, I think solid. I'm not sure if there's anything else I'm missing. Maybe Maven, but again, not everybody is necessarily going to have Maven. Yeah, so Maven is here, but it isn't here. And if it's here, doesn't count. I'm sorry. Skill sections don't count. They need to be here. So overall, I think it's a pass. I will say that 15 resumes is not enough, even with a solid resume, like a really good resume. You may be looking at a 1 in 25, 1 in 30 ratio. IT is in that much of a downturn. You just can't, unfortunately, apply to 15 jobs and expect to get a bunch of interviews for it. It does look like you're experienced Java engineer, but it's rough. It's a real rough market right now. So, but I actually think this resume would be fine. So yeah, just add cloud a little bit higher if you can, and add SQL a little bit higher and Maven a little bit higher. But otherwise, solid passes as a Java engineer. Does it pass as a DevOps or site reliability engineer? I don't know. I'm not looking for those. So I don't know if it does, but those keywords are going to be different. So next, resume. This is a resume of a software engineer intern. So they are kind of applying to anything. They said front end, back end, full stack interns. And I will say I am very much a stickler on you need to say if you're full stack, back end, or front end. The exception to that is interns. If you are interning, that's kind of okay to have whatever. You can usually use the same resume for a front stack intern, a back end intern, and a full stack intern. Data analyst might be a little bit of a different resume, but the other three you can. So they have a 1 to 75 ratio, which is not good, but again, for internships, because of how competitive they are, it could be a heck of a lot worse. So again, that's like a C- for interns. So let's take a look. And what we're going to be looking for is pretty basic because it's internship. So basic knowledge of the tech stack, which is like a language, the library, SQL, cloud, ability to work well with others, and take direction and criticism. This is too long. Let's see. You said you only include the GPA when needed. 3.4 GPA is... It's a B, yeah, so I can see why, but I don't think you need all of this. The formatting's a little off, so you do need to fix the formatting a little bit. But yeah, this shouldn't be more than one line, honestly. Especially if you added like any honorifics or anything, maybe it'd be longer, but yeah, one line. This isn't super needed because it's going to kind of assumed we need this in the bullet points. So let's look at the actual projects. An online desktop chat sharing using Go, Whales, and Svelte with a backend server written Go. Okay, REST APIs. A custom AWS call center, fully customized call center using AWS Connect, written in Python to bring down and store events from call service. This is actually, here's why I don't like your formatting, is I don't care about like any of this. I care a little bit about API. Any of this until you get down here. This is your best sentence in the entire resume, and I have to go almost halfway down to find it. So that's why I don't like this formatting, is it takes away from the actual good stuff, because this is a very good sentence. Shows AWS, it shows Python, which is a language, so SQL, that's great. And I haven't seen a lot with Go, but maybe that's a different thing. So yeah, this should be your first one, probably. And then Spotify, which is a keylogger, customized distributor sound, Spotify API, yeah. So like, I only really see, here's my problem, right? I only see this, maybe this, and this sentence. This is how I want you to write the rest of them. This is a solid sentence. You need to write the rest of it like that. In fact, I'm pretty sure probably the reason you're getting an interview is they're like, okay, nothing, and then they see this sentence and they're like, ooh, good, I like. So work experience. This is solid, right? So provisioning large 10 clients. Kind of confused as why you're going from a software engineer to a software engineer intern. That's a little confusing. No, it's a bachelor's. This is a little confusing to me. So, but the keywords are good. Yeah, customers, journey customers, hackathon. So yeah, this is formatting is off. This is confusing to me as to how you've been a software engineer and then you're also applying to a software engineer internship. There may need to be some explanation for that. Your actual keywords are fine in here, but I really do need to see something that shows that you can work well with others and take direction and criticism. So, does this pass? Yeah, I think it does, but I think this is why it's barely passing at the 75-1, is this is your best sentence. The rest of the formatting takes away from it. This is a little confusing, and you don't show that you can work well with others and take direction. So, it's enough to get a job every 1 in 75 applications. That's my view on it. So please fix it up a little bit. Add a little bit more bullets to this one. Maybe make this one first, because each project should have 3 bullet points max. Sorry, minimum. Each should have 3 bullet points minimum. But that is it for this video. Thank you all for joining me. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want your resume reviewed, down below there is a link in the description. So please submit that to me and I'd be happy to review it for you. I will see you all in the next video.